Hello, student. Good morning. I am Swati Srivastav, Assistant Professor in BVD University, Department of Computer Application. Now I start with the topic of token. Now, what is Java token? Java token is the smallest individual unit in the program. Java token can be divided into following category. The first one is keyword, identifier, literals, operator, separator, as well as punctuator. Now, start with the keyword. Now, what is keyword? Keyword is a reserve word in the Java program. Keyword is also known as or termed as a reserve keyword. In reserve keyword, the following category are there. First one is data type. The keyword is also divided according to the data type, that is byte, short, int, long, float, double, boolean, char. According to flow control statement, we can say if, else, switch, case, default, while, do, for, break, continue, and return. And now talk about a modifier. According to modifier, that is public, private, protected, static, final, abstract, synchronized, native, strip off, transist, and volatile. In the category of modifier, the keyword is strip hop, is used in the Java version 1.1.2. Now the next one is exception handling. In exception handling, the reserve keywords are try, catch, finally, throw, throws, etc. In this category, the set is also come in the version of 1.4. Now the next category is class related. The class related keywords are class, interface, extends, implements, package, and import. Now towards object related. In object relative, it divided into four parts, that is new, instance of, super, and this. Now the return type. In the return type category, only one keywords come, is a void, and void means having no return type, even though void. Now moving toward unused. In unused, the keywords come into the two category, go to and construct. These two keywords are rare used in Java programming. Now the reserve literals. In this, true, false, and null. Now the next category is enum. Is in this category only one is even. Now moving towards the identifier. What is identifier? Identifier have some set of rules that follow in Java or C, C++, any kind of language. The rule are as follow. The first rule is the identifier start with the alphabet, comma, digit, underscore, and dollar sign are allowed. They must not begin with the digit. Example, like if you write 1 2 3 or ABC, then it is not a valid identifier, it's an invalid identifier, because the rule says that they must not begin with the digit. Now the other one is upper and lower case letter are distinct, means you can use the upper case as well as lower case character. Now the next rule of identifier is identifier can be any length. It should be your it should be the 8 character or any length. Now the next one is identifier must be a meaningful. Identifier have convey a meaning that now the next one is short, easy, and quick. Or the most important rule of identifier is easily readable and the descriptive. And the other one is, and the most important rule is, the keywords are not used in the identifier. The total number of keyword we learn is 53 keyword that is used in Java. That 50 keywords are not the part of identifier, because identifier cannot take any kind of keywords. This is a main main rule. For example, if you use as a import as a keyword, then this is invalid identifier. There are some valid identifier example there, like average. You can say that date, temperature, next the first name, and the total. Okay, now moving towards the literals. What is literals is a notation that represent the fixed value in the source code. Literals of a given type are generally known as a tokens. In this session we will discuss the term literals in Java. Now, what is literals exact meaning? Literals are the constants value that appear directly in the program. It can be assigned directly to the variable. Java has a various type of literals. The following figure represent a literals. For example, here int cost equal to 340. So cost is a variable, int is a data type, and 340 is a literals. Now, moving towards literals are the sequence of character. As you know, literal can be divided into many parts, but the main four parts are integer literals, character literals, string literals, and boolean literals. Now moving towards string literals can be divided into three parts, that is decimal literals, octal literals, and hexadecimal. Now talking about decimal literals. What is decimal literals? There are the set of number that consist of digit from 0 to 9. It may be positive or the negative. Note that between numbers, commas, and non-digit character are not permit. For example, 5678 or plus 657. Now here we show one example that int decval equal to 26. Here this is a integer letter. Now we move towards the octal integer. It is a combination of the number have a digit 0 to 7 with a leading 0. For example, 045, 026, 078, or 067. Now moving towards the hexadecimal, the sequence of predeceased or by 0x or 0x is considered as a hexadecimal integer. It may also include the character from a small a to f or capital A to f that represent the number from 10 to 15. So here 10 represent as a B represent as a 11, C represent as a 12, and D represent as a 13, and E represent as a 14, and F represent as a 15. And here is the example of hexadecimal literals. Now continue with the character literals. What is character literals? Character literals is expressed as a character of except sequence encloses in the single quotes. It always a type of characters. For example, here is example: a in a single quotation, comma, percentage in the single quotation, etc. Now moving towards the string literal. String literals is a sequence of character that is enclosed between the double quotes. Mark it may be alphabet, number, or any kind of a special character, blank space, etc. For example, Jack in the double quotes, 1 2 3 4 5 double in the double quotes, and the slash and backslash. Boolean literals are the value that is either true or false. It may have a value 0 or 1. The example is boolean is even, equal to. So thank you, class. This is a reference for, and thank you so much, everyone.